Some dramatic video to show you from the West Valley. It shows officers squaring off with protesters. This was this morning. You could see some pushing and shoving there. This was out at 69th Avenue in Peoria.
Dozens of people showed up thinking that this was an ICE deportation raid. It wasn't. Peoria Police and Homeland Security were serving a drug search warrant in this neighborhood. Police say they took one of those protesters into custody for assaulting an officer. Tonight, Alexis Dominguez has a warning from legal experts who say interfering with federal agents and their operations could land you in serious trouble.
Right, and as pro-immigrant advocacy groups use social media to share sightings and any information about raids in the community, it is important to know that attempting to block an immigration operation in progress can lead to criminal charges. Now, just last week, 2 men were charged with assault after confronting federal agents who detained a woman in Chandler. In Phoenix, protests and public demonstrations have grown louder. Criminal defense attorney Russ Richelsoph warns that disagreeing with immigration policy is one thing, but interfering with federal agents can quickly escalate into a criminal matter.
Now, when you walk out your front door, you're taking a risk. When you walk out your front door and go to an area where federal law enforcement agents are arresting people, you're taking an even bigger risk.
We've seen protests outside Phoenix Immigration Court and today in a Peoria neighborhood. But this criminal complaint highlights a case of 2 men accused of assaulting federal agents.
The first thing I noticed reading through it was that there was no actual contact with the agents.
In the documents, FBI agents working with ICE claim they stopped Abraham Villa Jr. and his girlfriend for her immigration status. She was allowed to hug and say goodbye to Villa, according to the complaint. But after leaving the scene, Villa, the detainee's boyfriend, and her brother followed agents in their cars.
In this federal complaint, they're alleging that the vehicles were used as deadly weapons, dangerous instruments.
One agent claims he, quote, feared his vehicle was going to be run off the road. The other alleges one of the suspects posed a threat after blocking her car with his and revving the engine.
The charge is assault. Assault doesn't require an actual touching. In this circumstance, under the laws of the United States, assault can also be intimidation. So some type of act that causes the other person to be intimidated qualifies under the assault code of the United States.
As protests are expected to continue across the valley, he is sharing a warning.
If you start interfering with them, you're opening yourself up for, at best, criminal liability, and at worst, getting hurt or even killed.
Advocacy groups tell us they continue to monitor ICE activity and they plan to continue sharing where they are in the valley and calling for greater transparency. Reporting live in the newsroom, Alexis Dominguez for Arizona's Family.